Hello, welcome back to another Teddy's Junction video. On this video, unfortunately, it will be replacing the gas regulator. So, the gas regulator on its run a couple of days ago decided to sort of jam or block. It wouldn't allow the gas to flow. So I did have a quick look whilst I was at the track, but unfortunately it was nothing that I was going to be able to finish off while I was there. So I decided I'll buy a straight replacement, given the loco's 20 years old anyway, and then with the one that I'll be taking off, just have a little look at it, really, a little bit of a strip down just to see what's involved, etc. If it's serviceable or not going forward, will be just something to have a look at, I suppose. So I'd actually ordered the Roundhouse regulator. Sorry, the light's not brilliant, hence me having the lamp on. Try and get a bit of extra light in here. But as you can see, I actually ordered it off the Dream Steam website. It was nice and easy, simple to use. I believe it was free postage as well. So yeah, very good. Didn't take long at all. A couple of days, it was on the doorstep. So I just figures it's going to be easy just to change it for a new one. You know, then I'm at least running. I can get back up and running. And then obviously if I can't service the one that's coming off, if it does turn out to be serviceable, then it'll be something that I can just have as a spare, if you like. I don't think they are loco specific, particularly across the Roundhouse range. So yeah, it'll be something I'll look at keeping. So obviously it comes with the attachments and the bezels. I mean that's so much smoother than what's on there at the moment anyway. I was having a quick look and it looks like you've basically got a needle inside here, and then there'll be a sealing ring, and then on the top here there's a nylon washer with the preload spring there. You can just see in the gap in there. I believe to strip it down, you'll undo the grub screw, pull the knob off, you take the spring off, take the nylon washer off, and then when you undo this nut or collar here, you'll pull the seal and the washer, the sealing washer and the if you like the pin out. So yeah, let's have a little look. Hopefully it'll be a relatively straightforward swap as well. Just means the loco's running quick time, really. So first things first, just remove the little accessories so they don't go flying out off anywhere. We know we need to remove the tanks and cab from the loco so I can get to the areas. So with that done, I'm going to disconnect the power, disconnect the plug off the power pack, because that obviously comes away with the cab, just like that. We know on the Russell, as per previous videos, when you remove the cab off these, we need to remove the drain plug for the steam oil. So it might be worth just having a little rag handy in case there's anything that comes out. I mean, we shouldn't have too much come from it because I did do a drain down already. And then from here we can lay it on its side and then there's the 6 screws. So using the small flat blade screwdriver. I'm sorry if you can't see too clearly, but there's the 2 at the back. I have done previous videos removing this cab and the tank, so if you do need to have a look at that, then you can do. And I'll just take this time while I'm undoing this to thank everybody that's watched, viewed, even subscribed, maybe liked any of the videos I've done. Obviously, if I have the interest, then it makes the videos worth doing. You know, it's nice just to know that people do want to see it actually, rather than, you know, because I'm doing it just for a bit of fun. I enjoy it. I like having a tinker with the models, but obviously, if people didn't want to see it, then you sort of, there's a point where you'd question, is it worth carrying on, if you like. But it seems to be. I've had a couple of people that I've seen have said, you know, great, enjoy it. It is just more for viewing pleasure rather than because they own a Russell. But either way, that's great. I mean, you know, we all like to watch these YouTube videos and get ideas, or, you know, it's nice just to see what other people have done. Right, so there's the 4 removed, 2 from the rear, 2 in the centre. I've slackened off this side. I'm just going to slacken off the other side now. Like so. So that's now ready to come off. So everything should be okay. There you go. So there we have it. So I'm just going to remove driver Ted for now. I'll pop him back later on. He was only held in with his cup of coffee. He was only held in with a couple of strips of the double-sided tape actually, and it worked. It worked quite well. I mean, we've had a couple of runs with him standing there, and he hadn't gone too far, so that's good. I'll just perhaps get a bit more of them. So from here, I'm hoping, if I can find the spanner for the colours, just get the right size. Might be worth just noting it at this stage. There is the little spanner sets that you can buy. So there's the tool zone spanner set. I believe they're just on eBay, places like that. You'll probably get them from the loco shops. But they've got the particular sizings which tend to be seen on the locos. So like this one, for example, I will use for removing this regulator today. So we may get a little bit of gas blow off, possibly. I'm not going to be too concerned about having a little bit coming off out the tank. Unfortunately, because it became jammed. That's a tight one. Oh dear. Okay, so I had to get some pliers. So I've just got some long nose pliers out, and then just obviously just crack the nut. Once it cracked, look, it's gone. It was coming off, so it wasn't too bad. It's obviously just a bit of a build up of the muck. So it looks like it might be straightforward. It won't be straightforward enough to screw this back on there. So you get the tapered bezels that obviously would solder onto the pipework when you put the new nuts on, and it locks it and seals it. Hopefully I can reuse, because they look in good shape. They're not really corroded, they're not really filthy, so I'm hoping that I can reuse what's already on there, and with them all being quite similar, I'd imagine it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I think maybe I need to just move the pipework slightly. But that looks good. It all looks good. I think what we might do is I'm going to look at just loose fit both of these collars for now, the nuts, and then as we secure it, it'll hopefully pull it up nice, like a good seal, like so. There was still a bit of gas in there actually. I can get a little smell of the gas coming out. There you go. Right. So I've just nipped, them are both nipped up like that. I mean that does feel, that regulator feels so much better and smoother already actually. A lot better than it was. So I'm just going to nip these, because again they shouldn't need to be major tight. They just need to be nipped, because you'll strip the thread on the brass sleeves or the collars nuts relatively easy. It's not. Just like that. That should be tight enough. So I'm going to fill up the tank. I'll fill up the gas, and then we'll just give it a little check, see if I can hear anything coming from anywhere but where it should be coming. At this point, you know, you could potentially change the jet if you wanted to consider changing the jet. Right then, so I've just quickly taken the opportunity to check the jet, make sure the jet's clean. Basically the jet is there on this part. So if you undo, so with this pipe removed off the regulator, if you undo the screw there, that one, this part will come out, and then on the end of there you'll see the jet. So we have a spare. I'll show you so you know what you're looking for. So you'll see something like this. Oh. So it's got a very small hole in the tip, which I would imagine probably could become easily blocked, clogged. There's not much you're going to be able to do because it's so small. The hot hole is tiny, just there. But you can always try blowing it through. Maybe put some cleaner down there, some sort of cleaner to unblock it. But it looks okay. So I have got the spare should I need it later on. But for now that looked okay. So I've refitted, re-secured the jet to this part, put that part in there, secured up the screw, which is there like that. Just make sure that's tight, and then realign the pipe with the regulator, and then obviously you just need to secure that, re-secure that back up, make sure you're happy that's tight, and then you're ready for testing really. So I'm going to make sure the valve's closed, which it is, and I'm just going to have a look at quickly filling some of I'm not going to fill up the tank, I'm just going to look at topping it up. Like so. So I've just topped it up, not filled it up, just topped it up. You maybe want to have some of the windows open. We've got a ventilator here, so that's open, give me a bit of fresh air. So I can't hear any hissing or any leak from here, because it will come out when you fill the tank up. The flow will come out of the tank and up into the bottom of the regulator like this one. So I can't hear any leaks or hissing there. Just have another little listen. It sounds quite good. And then when you unscrew, or as you undo the regulator to allow the gas to flow, it will obviously come through this pipe here, which then goes into the injector, out of the injector into the burner. So I'm just going to try and turn the gas on a little bit and just see if I can hear anything coming here, and make sure it's coming from there and not here. So can you hear that? I can hear that coming from here. But there's nothing from round there. So I'll just make sure that's off. And that is that. So that's the gas regulator, jet cleaned. We know that I can put the gas in there, and obviously the gas is coming out now into the burner. So we know that that should fire up. We'll have a look at putting the cab and tanks back on, and then I will be trying it on these rollers if these work. I'm not sure if they will, but we'll give it a go. So as per previous videos, you'll see that there is one with me removing the cab, etc., and so I'm not going to talk about it too much. It would just be a case of, you know, I don't be fear of repeating myself too much. So that's it. Obviously with the body, the cab back on, and all that's left to do really is start her up and try her. So yeah, that's brilliant. That's a job well done, and ready for the next one, I suppose. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for watching Teddy's Junction. As I said earlier, thank you for obviously watching, and you know, if you've put your thumbs up or you subscribed, it's all appreciated. Again, it just means that it's worth doing these videos, and people are going to enjoy them rather than just doing them for the sake of doing them. You know, it is just for fun. There's nothing else from it. Just pleasures. I enjoy it. So yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Take care.